If you're looking for some ideas and inspiration to decorate your home for Christmas, you're going to want to stay tuned. I'm starting with all the things I already have in the home for Christmas decor, and then I'm just looking around me to find some free new crafts that I can do to help make the house look more festive. If you're new here, welcome to my home. My name is Karen. I'm starting with this sideboard cabinet in my dining room because it is my favorite spot to decorate. Things come out so well here against the white, and so it's just a good way to start out with a positive attitude. I was saving this for the fall and it smells absolutely yummy. One of the things I love about changing up my decor through the seasons is it's a great way to make sure everything stays clean, because as I move things around, I'm always careful to clean under them. I got this silver cloth on Amazon last year and I just love it. I have two of them. I'm going to put one here and one in the living room, and you're going to see me change my mind a few times. I like to just go around and see what works. One of the great things about decorating is you can always change your mind later. I'll put all this yellow in my spring box and I'll just insert it back in. I just keep kind of changing that. I love it because it reminds me of the beach and the ocean. As it turned out, I completely changed this vase of seagrass to something completely different, which you'll see. I had said I would keep this out, but it's very creamy and it doesn't look good with the whites of Christmas, so I lied, it's going away. The silver wire bowl came from Goodwill. I got it last year and I found it in the basement as I was decluttering, and I decided to go through my Christmas balls and just fill it full of blue and silver Christmas balls, which are my favorite colors to decorate with at Christmas time. Of course, you know Leo's never far behind. He has to inspect whatever I'm doing. I knew using these Christmas balls was no big deal because they're easy to replace. I'm pretty sure I got them at the Dollar Tree. If not, I've seen them very reasonably priced, all coming in a bag of blue and silver together. One of the things you're going to see me do throughout this entire video is just to take little bits of pieces from decor that I've had in the past and use it in different ways. So here I'm taking the silver and I'm putting it right here in between the candles, and I'm just going to mess with it until I think it looks pretty. Next, I'm putting some little white decorative berries underneath the Christmas tree. I used to have the nutcracker and this tree beside the sink, but I decided this year it would look better on the sideboard. I tried to pull a little bit of blue over here, and then I put some white under the tree to kind of balance things out a little bit, so I'm happy. I am seriously in love with how this came out because it just looks so simple but pretty. And so I'm taking my other silver cloth and I'm putting it here underneath my TV. I had thought about putting some greenery in front of the TV, but we have a hard time. Our remote control doesn't work very well if anything is in front of the bottom part of the television. So I might think of some decor to put over the top of the TV. We'll have to see, but that will come later. I never actually admit to being done with Christmas decorating until Christmas Day. I have a little nativity musical snow globe that my kids gave me years ago that I'm putting here in the bathroom. That's all going to change, which I'll show you later. But for now, I'm changing out my curtain. This is my fall curtain that's coming down. I have 3 valances for the kitchen, one for fall, one for winter, and one for spring. I was going to get one for summer, but I fell in love with the spring one so much I couldn't bear to see it go. I get them on Amazon for about $20 to $25 a piece. And it's just a really nice way to change out the decor in the kitchen. Where my kitchen is neutral, it is all white, and my countertops are white with specks of gray. I've been very impressed with the quality of these valances that I have gotten from Amazon. This one in particular is fully lined, as you can see. It's thick and soft. It doesn't show dirt at all because of the patterning, and I have absolutely loved it. So I'm going to get that put back up onto my window. It's such an easy way to change out the whole kitchen, and this is why I've tried to stay with very neutral colors with white cabinets, and I just have gray specks in my countertops. I usually put decor beside the sink, but that's going to wait a little bit because I'm not quite sure what I'm doing yet. So I'm going off into the office. This is kind of an office slash den, and I have these winter pillowcases that I am putting over my pillows. As I said in my last video, I have pillows and I just buy covers and change out the covers every season, and I get these covers at Amazon just like I get my curtains at Amazon, and it's a very inexpensive way to change out throw pillows if you have a throw pillow obsession like I do. I love how it looks, but we're not done here yet. Stay tuned. I wanted more decor than what I have, so I went outside, got myself some pine branches. I have some odds and ends here, and I'm going to see what I can come up with. In my last video where I was undecorating for Halloween, I was complaining about all the trees around my yard, but boy, it sure does come handy with the pine when Christmas rolls around. And my method for arranging here is I want tall in the very back middle and then a little shorter in the front, and then I put little white decor in front of that. So I don't have any special methods here. I'm just moving it all around until it looks the way I think it should look. Of course, how could I possibly do anything without Leo by my side?
That's super cute.
Do you like it?
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Leo? I think that meant he liked it. I have this leftover ribbon. It's netted and then it has some silver sparkle in it. So here's what I'm doing is I'm making a knot because I'm not good at making bows. Once I have my knot, I'm going to take some more of the ribbon and I'm just folding it in half and then tucking it inside the knot so it looks like a bow, and then I can arrange it the way I think it would look best once it is inside the knot. With that done, I'm cutting a triangle out of the bottom, and then it looks like a very elegant ribbon on the bottom. I like to have those little ends that are pointed on either side, and this is how it came out. I'm super happy with it. Funny story is, I made this not even realizing where I might put it. It was just an idea I had, so I sort of walked around the house for a little bit, trying it in different spots. It's quite tall, so that's definitely a factor. And I wanted it in a place where the cats wouldn't tip it over or play with the branches. So in the end, I decided that it would be best to put it in the bathroom.
Ooh. Ah.
Here's the bathroom. I'm really liking it with the snow globe on the left on top of a stand and then the arrangement on the right. So pretty. My confidence is up. I still have more pine, and I found this other vase that had some sand and little silver rocks in it. So I decided that I would try to make another arrangement from that, and I'm looking through my little bag of treasures to find any more little bits and baubles that I can put in the arrangement. And now I'm emptying the sand into a Gladlock bag, and I'll put that in my craft box so that I might use it another time. And I'm just doing the same thing, putting the tall in the back and shorter in the front, and then I'll add some little white berries and little baby's breath, different things that I had from that bag. If I remember correctly, last year I did a large arrangement in a black vase with a lot of the silver flowers and little white berries and baby's breath, and so I still had all of my things from back then, and I'm just seeing what I can do to create as many pieces as possible. I tried putting a little silver bow in the front with glue dots, and you'll see it there when I finally put it in our den, and it fell off, and to be honest, I kind of liked it better without it, so I didn't put it back. One of Leo's faults is that he likes to chew plants, and he also especially loves to chew on artificial plants. Fortunately though, he's just sniffing and he never did chew on it, so he must not love the smell of pine. I'm putting some white rocks that I also had from something I'd done in the past, and I really liked that look of having the white rocks showing through the clear glass. I find this so super relaxing to do. Do you love to do crafts? Let me know in the comment section below. What do you love to create? So I'm just putting a few things in the front here and then it's done, and I really, really like it. I'm watering it, hoping that that will help the branches to last, but of course I do know that I can replace them. I would just honestly rather not be cleaning them up. And I decided to put this in the study/den as well on this little side table, and I really enjoy the look of it. As I was trying to think of something to go beside the sink, I remembered this white lantern that I have. It's white with silver on top. I had mentioned it in another video. It used to have a Valentine bow on the front, and I knew I could change it out, so I tore that bow right off that I had put on with a glue gun, took out the little Valentine pom-poms, put a little candle in. It has the little silver pebbles in it that was in it before, and I am just trying out some different artificial flowers, seeing what works. The silver wasn't really the right size, so even though I wanted a different color than white in there, the size of the white went much better. And then I found this little pine cone that I put in the front as well. I decided to light the candle as I worked. It gave me a little bit of extra inspiration. And then I'm going to get out some ribbon and I'm going to do the same thing. This is a silver netting that I got at the Dollar General for $2 a roll. So my total in for finances right now is $2. I'm doing the same thing that I did with the pine arrangement, where I'm taking that piece and I am tying a knot in it. And I'm going to glue that right to the lantern. Once that is done, I'm taking another piece again and I'm just kind of measuring it, eyeballing it, and then I'm going to cut it, fold it in half, and tuck it into the knot just like I did with my pine arrangement. This ribbon was a little bit all over the place, so I am gluing that together so that it doesn't come apart while I'm trying to put it through the loop. I was moving the knot around so much to get my little ribbon through that I had kind of dislodged it from the lantern, so I'm just making sure that it's secure so that it doesn't fall apart. I did move my basil plant over. You might have remembered that I used to have a basil plant right here, but I love the look of that pretty lantern right beside the window with the candle glowing. Next, I wanted to turn this grapevine wreath from floral to Christmassy, so I'm taking all of the little flowers out, and I had only poked those in the grapevine. I hadn't glued them down at all, so I'm just taking them out, taking that down. I'm going to move the box wreath, and you'll see what I do later. I knew I wanted to put pine cones on this, so I'm just positioning them to see how they're going to look and to figure out how I want them, how many I'll need. Once I do that, I put them in a cardboard box because I'm very messy, and I'm about to spray paint them with some snow spray paint that I got for $2 at the Dollar General. If you ever do this, do several light coats and not one heavy coat, or it takes a long time for it to dry. Ask me how I know. It's actually pretty messy. Many hours later, we are gluing down the snowy pine cones onto the wreath, and I'm just trying to place them. And some of them I had intended to use on opposite sides, but I had actually painted the wrong side, but it's okay. It's supposed to look very natural, and we're just going to lay them down and see where it takes us. I also had this deer head that you see, and so I had that from last year. I decided to put it in the middle on the bottom, and I'm gluing it down. It did take me a few minutes to figure out how I wanted to place it. So I glue it down. I try to work out the pine cones. I didn't think it looked good, and so finally I figured out that I wanted the pine cone to be kind of in front of it to hide where the neck ends. So I'm just gluing it where I would like it to stay. And that's pretty much my approach to crafts. You put it where you want it, you glue it so it stays, and there's no technique involved. Now that I'm happy with the bottom of the wreath, I got out my ribbon, the same ribbon that I just used in the last ribbon project, and I'm tying the knot just like I did before on the lantern, and I'm going to glue it down onto the top of the wreath. I first cut it so that both sides were even, and then I'm going to cut out my triangles like I did before. Now I'm just going to take another piece and I'm going to cut it so that it's about the size I want the ribbon to be, the actual bow part of it, and I'm going to glue the ends together, and then I'm going to put them through that knot like I did before. And there it is. I very much like the silver look to it and how it's kind of monochromatic with the white snow. A couple of small additions to the den/office. I put the heart wreath there from my bedroom. It goes so well. And I got this sweet little angel at Target, and I put it in the box wreath and leaned it up against the lamp, and I just think it looks so sweet. If you found some motivation and inspiration that will help you when you decorate for Christmas, I hope that you'll click on the like button and let me know so that I will know to make more videos like this in the future. Our tree won't be going up until the day after Thanksgiving. I know some of you are already buying presents and wrapping, so I'm going to include my wrapping playlist in the upper corner. You can click on that video and I'll meet you there. It's actually closer to the beginnings of my channel. So remember, as always, that God loves you and I love you too. And I can't wait to see you next time.